your mama, yeah, cast 1 second, or sister 1 second. Hey, when you remember I'm calling for no scam government. Criminal offense. The attack on computer and then fire. A criminal offense under section 36 of Act 1023. And so still I know yet your mama so far nyeri. On pamono. Some George Bear and Droseno. I catch a man for some of whether PhD or no PhD. He's still computer.
Just look at that.
Such disrespect, such arrogance of power.
Exactly.
Copy and paste. Tango computer must be arrested.
Precisely.
Prosecuted.
So. Exactly.
With his accomplices. The Omayan a criminal.
Exactly so.
And we are a nation of laws.
Per the law.
Per the law.
Precisely.
Now, General, you're sorry. Now, Yanka a travel ban on Ghana by the United States. So there is a potential travel ban. So now the United States are banning countries. And they say almost a review 36 countries. 36 countries and Ghana to 16. Nani fair so Trump administration considers adding 36 countries, including Ghana, to its travel ban. Why and she say wow America say Trump the Ghana for can when you been called. Munuano more horses were Ghana on Timin Kubu. Donald Trump are dear person no. And you was an Adan or person yes sir. Danny to America ya opa when you been cool. America so the heaven on earth too. Hey, won't be a moving can was a seven channel. American one more uncle. How many saw you Ghana in Quad of Marquis? He said Donald Trump into a moyana Jum Foreman or Domi Market and a Macola for Macola for Nasa Tunkra. Say, or he need the Apacia Yono. But we can't tell why you cry and yano. And no, yes, was in young Quawa town. And one more yana Wednesday, the Bayer ready. The main function next week Wednesday. No more Gadata. Until next week Wednesday. May ye now what and so tag Traders Association in Ghana. One also frame. So I what by your it's what we are show no. He say I am a dessert. Mebano Monday, Wednesday. As a Mecasavia, as a trauma man for no real movie. Yes, sir. Now for movie who we are near for Fraba. And then we are Saba. And also the American beer. And your friend the Cosi Saturday. One by one. You know, now my journalist for the beer Juma. Our more year. Exactly. My mom was council. They say you a journalist for Munkoka de Chi, Munkotinatem. Hey, I pack a will say, or you're a pania dear. Yeah, be by moment view. Why? They say, Mem when you're Juma Swaye. Some can be annoyed, Bebamukakra. So go after him. Munko did not tell one yard dear. One district, one factory. Many met me here. My creative. It's a journalist of one day, one district. Into 1 week, one factory. General. Now, when the best is Sunday, deck. At the Petra, the best Sunday. We intellectual firepower. And a mayaba. Makabibi. Also position is saying we are a nation of laws. I was here. Yes, I not here. Who my children, my magane. Some say a kabi. Namin kabi. Now for a kabi, then I go ahead and and then a woman. And no see a best yes soon. You bet you as wife. Because you say, or matter shock. It ye best so simsubio. Ewa ba yes simso. And then you made a bomb so. Uncle yam dead answer sorry. It omugusu di watem krum. You know, omoka. Agosia. Omugusoka. Omusika de chena e dai. And the ammonia ready, and then the anokra so chain the aban.
Fire. More fire.
Deck. Catch on said the aban and a switch and the aban. Why? I was ya. And you bedding como. And you know, I said, you may catch them, say, buying a scam, buying. The Nipa Bebre Noa, Mona Moya Namose, and people in the Bukolongo for. It's yet the end the Keda, yet the end the Jamboree, yet the end, hey, what's a you boy, were your young cool. After revolution for no, I was ya. They said, one more yen, say, one more fun titles in a good moso. Doctor, a uniade. Emma no by Kui, the Kobe, when himself, yes, sir. Deck. And I know the said you could be a Yamia Yadumi and yes, I can. I know. You are yes about a typewriter, sorry, a computer, tanko computer. One also, we are Pejan in the end buyer. Nipa bear nine or more and this if what Dr. Ne, Professor de Domuswa, say Wamunko school Kosian, and also near bachelor, near Busa G Tech, or Momandit in the say, at 10:23 no Saturday of G Tech. Woman did say, you know, we are near Busa, Hanina, you be this uncle. Me MPP, send on with the Jan Guamusu, so, hey, and the Sabus or Momo, I'm family. Was it? Uncle Mabia, fire. Hey, I won't hear. And near dinner, ye come at the pa, a bit me come at the pa, almost say, who video swa, oh, Befia, how back can you know, a duo, your Baba Momachi, and the old cano. No winning answer say, so almost have videos natural the Sanidia. And the other Saniba who is a chin where no crefo. If so, no, not by Mono, what can be my yabibo? None in Yanseni. Hey, Bisabio. What is special sin in here? No, Yania, the word did matter. No, did matter no one, and I been in Mono at his house. I went to know. Was me, both videos shouldn't be a mamma who said, oh, by and some other kind. Na me kan sem ni bi kire maban na edru momo de yeso na me ka bi a kire mo dia mo se me kan bi na anu nti se me kan foforo tia mo aban dia be hypocrite na to hypocrite na se wa dwene ne mo ha kosua on tia se na dwene ne mo ha papa bi January eti jeta ke be kwa akọhwe MPP reforms no aba ye di hu nkomo Frank Davis ni ade Joe say owusu na say we chairman of the reforms in the bend ana almost ye kwoto aba ne da bai ye beto ne he na ye dane no abutu ye de free soro ba fom ana ye de be free fom akosoro eno nso na se kire ne nchire mu beba na youth no kura no wan ne beto aba wo he wan mu ne ye makwa mo nso abeka ho am ya to aba ye card bearer member bia ana say ye bia mu makakra beka ho na ye progressive ye de be expansion de be ni nyina why? MPP ni bechirim. Ye to aba ne ntem. January and October. Nemra constitution ne kura of the MPP no. E de na eka. Say you opposition. Yan to aba da bay. Ne eno no de wa mu ye no. Ebu mra so. Ana emra no an ye di so. Ye bechirim amanfo na tiase. Ye koi no ayi coordinators no. Omo ye dodo say. And ye de dodo say na e beka ho. Hashi madam se mo. Ayi Ayuba. Any Edumensam, Edmens, any a different Jemensam, a Bismarck, Owusu, or Mamaka, Bismarck, a Bipua, any anti Dumonia, dear, a Yamuase, and Sanya de Becamo, and Cancer Watchamo, Sanya de Becamo, Nina Ibechim, Emmanuel Ponichas, Watching, Munina, the Wutabre, Aje, Munina, no, and Monsu, a Kennedy Niade, Munina Ibechim, Alimatu, one open about your coordinator. Coordinators 34 ni nyina ye bechirim na se say no kran constituency executives no mo ye do say chairman dan school general secretary Israel first vice Anyas second vice ni ade mo ye do say ye de say ne beba be ka ho organizer no poku frefre wa ye ni ade youth organizer Alpha mo ye de say na be ka mo ho research and elections say ne ye no Frimpong no nkrofo ne say ne ye no Bernard Ajimai deputy youth no say ne de be ka mo ho ye be chirima mo nya ni nyina wa why a women's organizer why ye ne ade say Cindy wo call ye ne de mod wo no abisi ni nyina ye be chirim ammonya ntiase et mu benya the understanding here
precisely
ntima mu nko bia why mu wie nso a general say na no ni ade imame vice president mami omu and the ayen was say, or Tonkrama, Donald Trump say ni any idea. Now, Oviano, and I President Mama, so South African president, you call any idea. No one so can be any idea. And you know, Okuja Trablaqua, I mirror of justice, the true mirror of justice. Why Yania, head of state, Okuja too, the head of state. What was your other city? No. General, eti wono nso no wokoto yini ade na America force dey omo de ban ato Ghana force ana afa no mo consider omo Ghana ni bia ntukwa ma America hey Embadio, you better nyina. Why? Yakosie. Any idea? You better discuss it. General, Bakuya nanum kwaka no kura na passing comment. Na mamenka mo say ambulance for adie no. Yenwie.
The bitter.
Nemo no we no hwe. Se abuapayo o. Wo mo mpese ambulance asem de be kan ntino. No mo share da kosho ba ku nim. So mo ye no mo so sharaf na wakọ kana asem. General. Enu kura na ye passing comment. Ana o ma ye na ese no o ma kan me na ko wiese. Afa de me mmra tum nchene. No warrior can be jay. Memeka ye no a ye you know. Ana sharaf say warrior no. No kofa yi no wafa. Ne wafa ne danso. Eje danso. Confidence so. Confidence so mi anamba no no.
Exactly.
Et warrior na confidence so frame ye. Ana warrior say ene danso abiamu. Abiam danso skani no. And warrior was ye Radim Papa. Na dia na me wafa si afra me say warrior masere na say confidence so no kura wo ha madwene. Wo no ne dan warrior say ne nua ba ne logina. Eti wo ba no abeka kire me say ja me nua ba ne de yi free me say wo nua ba me yi na free. And then no ba no say me wafa se no so say wo no won kan wonti. Me ya na say ne wafa se no so kan mi afa mi yi wafa se afiri mu a de me ti ya ne say we sori a ye bebo na wo kan bi wo anye be se nam se da bi enwrenwa de ha ya papa edi confidence so de o ya no wafa se de wo no nya me target na imum ye busa governance ho asem why we your governance president mama ne kofa code of conduct de ma ye ministers na code of conduct ye musa so wo no awodi so na ne family members ne na mu and ye be dis an common into details says ye to abama obi a so membu man ya na ne family members ne na mu ne ya ne ato abama ne family members no ana ekufa do be ye na enye ene jo mama ye me ye musa questions na mo adwene ye adwuma ni obi antimi hwenu obi a we ye boxer na so hu odin a koko we need titles magana eja nkwasasem no
Tell them.
Let
them know.
Say ye can boxing dia betimi akabi e can be katache fo asem boxing na ye ka soldier fo asem dia ye ka police asem ye ka economy ho asem ye na mo eduru boxing dia market eche nkabi mo fa boxing nkosi Azerbaijan e ho dia me nkabi Kosovo Costa Rica e ho na me nka ho asem bibia within the nation dia me ka ho asem what emremre bia ni ho mo pa muni matem kosi ha ade ba che kosi aga me emremre ani atem didi see dia me dia no so nkomo into detail Anthony Joshua na kwaye ne beba ye gisan na sharaf no ye se 2024 wawie bi ne nyina e bedi san komo ti montwema mu ti bi ni ade na mbanya nsam nso asawe ho general resume mu resume
Yohani no.
Yohani.
We said ya tumu bio.
What ya tumu?
Say ka say aban de kontumpo aban.
Kontumpo aban. Awoja there. Settings aban.
Kan we ene o kira ne aka mi bi foforo.
Tiyentie Yohani. Yohani sempa. Etredu. Chichemu dunso. E wona John se de yenti.
Danny.
Russia and Ukraine's war has also featured prominently on the list of excuses. The Russia-Ukraine conflict cannot possibly be responsible for the suffering we're going through.
A few moments later.
Despite the work we have done in stabilizing the economy, Ghana is not immune from the shocks of global events. Recent events in the Middle East, which involve an exchange of missiles between Israel and Iran, have started to escalate crude oil prices dramatically. I've asked our Minister of Finance and Minister of Energy to keep a close eye on the development and model the possible impacts on our petroleum prices and prepare measures to protect the recent gains.
Russia and Ukraine's war has also featured prominently on the list of excuses.
When you're President Mama, a war opposition, and was the MPP for you Russia-Ukraine war. I say, economy no yes, Russia-Ukraine war. Was where you throw, yes, I know. Yes, sir. A throw, and your GND, and your Trobamano. No, by no, so the 5 months a year economy a young who bidder. It in Kobaji 1 a year is a city, and your 2 liter beer. And then Rechia, Israel. Israel and Iran. One more eden to Kwasumu. No, sa war no na e wo hode da na beba. If say no ne woni history. Say mre bi atwam Israel for ne Hamas ne hwanhwan. Wo mo ntokwa na Israel for susu say Iran for hye eye Hamas for no achi. Almost sponsor or money. It is hard they will go after them near their kettle. A bin so actually says I won a trade war. If it's a baby Israel one strategically. There is a trade route and then and no America for always want to have a hold of it. If it's America for any control of the Middle East, a China the bigger problem among and it's way be so China for Iran for Russia so tilted towards Iran and America tilted towards Israel and somebody they be and they say better than to qua missiles and issue and I mama say despite all the measures we've put together Ghana is not immune. Hey, Nekufado they know you immune. Nekufado pension there. Russia Ukraine war 19 Juma. Nemo Iran. But from Abebo, I'm a cocotu why? I'll go to better. Why I'm from Abebo? From Abebo. And I went so you crude oil, no. I was Baron a free 62 no. A costro. Ya catch almost a new woman at full biaso. A drama so no. Full price and a bar from to I think $62. Now any now it's meter bar from if you about 42 in your idea. And let me costro. Now costro a bay increase the price of fuel. The government and fund to so dear. Nay scam buying or your propaganda. If so onya save more. Now okaso ya increasing fuel price on the world market. But then again, we are not going to increase it in this country. What it presupposes me is that there's going to be a gap. Our more watching a yard it's propaganda nedia. Saying no mudibua. World market price no of fuel a crude no a kosra. As it to me affect here. And I'm quite weba. Why? Yamina America. War no so Iran is a major a oil exporter. Major oil exporter in the world. And Russia so major time when to see Russia and Ukraine. Now or a producer major producer of oil. I said the Iran so a major producer of oil in the world. The American just say it's central see Iran. It will affect a year world a year production of oil. And we are there after there will be scarcity. It is scarcity no demand and supply. When there is more demand than the supply, prices will automatically skyrocket. What did I say? Economics some call you cool and fancy one no, yes, a demand and supply curve. No. When there is more supply than demand, then there will be a price reduction. And when there is more demand than supply, then prices will shoot up. Yes, I'm here. To your draw when one near your curve, when you say near the Inabishia, maybe a price and a supply this year. Yes, sir. Becainina, who cast the cool and a cherem. I was ya, sir. My bendy, my bendy, no hinty. Omuyano machiamupa. Eddie, you may preserve my dear. What trust in our wasem on cano correct. Nana history near Samumbiana and Sanyako. Okay, so General, one more year no mubusase. Now, when you know what would in a bay, Machira, one more chira. Now, all you know, so while he was your politics, General, the amount for him, no moon in there, and they say, the Omafa who dear bell crew, a frabro phone, and your woman come on a chassis. Tia de make yi na munsia na munhunu padisia let them know munsia mo amone mo nananu mo ntrase me nto by the fireside nkyere mo mo so book yi so mo mfa bi nkan Timothy wi ase ye den wo so odi yukohene na yukohene no kwa ne sei General ye ni ade no ena no history me dem mo ne say 1948 na ayi osu alatamanche ye friend ni kobna boni the third tia de make yi one no na 24th February crossroads. Tie de make yi. Wo mo ye no. Asojafo a wo mo call Second World War kokon ye. Na ayi Britain aban no e promise wo mo se. Se mo kokon tokwa na mo ba. Ye ba ma mo early retirement ne some benefit. Afi wo mo kwa bomba ye Britain aban no ati and governor na mfa mo wo. An wo mo nante so wo mo call ayi ni ade. Wo mo koje wo ma de castle. And on the 24 February crossroad shooting.
Exactly.
Cooperative private or that telamti and the sergeant ajeti the mountain and Kanyade and one more a wee you shoot two or one way like Chenie now or hina no osu alatamanche so what the word awam you can be awam what be that yes who I am awam what be that what yase asiane say awam ne stand for a year Association of West African Merchants. Awam Association of West African Merchants.
Exactly.
Na 1948. Na omune control a year trade route a free by UK nya deba. And omo year so omo be stockpile a year product. They kind of hoarding. It omo hoarding na prices cost. Ni nyina ka ho bi ma ni kwobna boni the third. A year no see year boycott a year European product. It omo year what in 1948 riot. We incited the masses against a year a West African merchant.
Exactly.
And no didn't talk about sa a year 1948 riot no. And no the lead yama man for asking for a year independence. You form UGCC. I didn't know Muabe year CPP. I did new Kobna Boni the 10 no ye hine. And what year politics here. And there must be a hine. Ironically, when him said no ye Osuala Tamanche Ginano. When him said no said he was Techimai. Now he never know di Techimai. Let them know. No or ye Yokohino was Techimai. Unshiadi. Now fair Masaba Yokohina make some chiremo. Most why Yokohina was a bedi a politics here. Ewa abra Yokohina and Mamma Fa who dear by Techimai Yokohine. Nico Benaboni the Ted. Exactly. If San Cranfoni dear Jadia. It's no bedi and another mammy free Techimai. Now yeah you kuni. The catcher say you could phone your bian will be a young mamuni. After Obio di Usuala Tamanche. No said you Kohina would Techimai. Now maybe do you Kohina was Santiago when I was on Tiasi. Made my you coin free Gabe. Gabe in the Minia. And I'm in the Quagona. Mendam one year, they may call you and buy an IEC. Unsia. A mamrania maniana tetense munsia. We are now Chamadapa. Now my grin and Tessa would you know. Me buy. Me by yet you be anje. To a hine. You cohin the Miana Midi. Now do my hine. Or Pediana hine. Why you domao? If the domani you crow. And ye near him young cronkru. Obey yes will be a country. Unshiadie. Obi a jase. Obi a young cobia. It Momagrin Mojo said on Yahini. A war formation. Precisely. Yakon your formation. For yasi. Near formation. Yakas will be on cobia. On cobebia. On the shefi. Educates them. Yakas will be a jasia. One in Safonina, he knew a young Fio Kuranwo. Niakas will be a Nifahine. So ye Nifahine dia. Yakon, ye the right wing of the war. So, and as will be a Benkumhina, or you're the left legend of the war. Exactly. And will be your country, Sabantmahine, or your country, and only almost a country, Yanka country, and your country. Now said to tour a yababu, or they can't buy you. And one a Bantamahine. One on in the core, your costume here, among Quatia, among Quatia. One in the core for years, you can't say danger costume. No more core, Aquamu. No more now, when you're mobile by and one in the Mianano. And your mother in me. And walk home. Na sacha mokoshia akwamune de nchirafo ne war formation ya de nyina anu obo bantema akonya ma no se saade ne wo no ekon ne ntima bo akonya ya ma wo kwa wode anumfo 300 enum asamwa na ne die anim anu wode wo mkwa anu wode wo ma asafo de nti asafo hene eya akwamu hene of asante no iti kasa akwamu ne ye esoro ha na mom tia mo se tutu ko asante bemu akodi ade no ana akwamu hene emma anum asamwa de 300 soldiers lidi ye koye na sabi akwamu fo ne ade no no mo tensa wo ni dipa ne nya no ase nya no ase ensa wo mu dipa no unsua de wo ye ne ade nti doma hene kura medical ka kire mo nya bunu ni me kan se mu ya mo nti wo tete bunu ni asante ntam nyina doma hene wonya bunu ni ne nya bunu ni kina Debi wonye bida me ana mpapa no e se do ma hini ni nuane akomu hini na so ye bunu ni dia de na ni nuane akomu hini explain do ma hini wonya bunu ni se wo ye bunu ni dia anka ye de na ni nuane ye agugufo aduanafo do ma hini ye bunu ni dia e de na ni nuane kumawu do ma hini ye bunu ni dia e de na ni nuane asumanya enti etukotena wo ye ni ade no se wo free akomu no an wo tene ya baabi an ne kumase mo frɛ ne South Central e ho no obetena woni kwadwo kromu hene kwadwo kromu ni ye cultural center kumase cultural center Wamo ye ni ade na omo ne domahene ne tewo. Obri ye bu awuo ne ba ye na domahene tu ye. Ene so okotena wampem. Na wamunsuo a da bono ne pam mu no okotena ti wampem. Na wotete ho an wa build doma. Amena ye kese. Enti okapa dia domahene ni nchiri ni akwamu. Wonye bununi. Ti waye a wotete abonofo ne asantefo ntam ne ade maka kire me papa munya na asema. Abonofo mu ne asante nka mu ade. Me papa wo ebia wo pa abono nso ne so adi. Enti ne asi asati we versus them. Na bonofo no mani di so hene. Nanso ono ade onye bununi. Wono de wonka bono ne. Wonka honkura. Waye akwamu ni. Na domahene ya akwamu ni.
Exactly.
Yes. Waye fra akwamu.
Oh, fire. Wow.
I make catcher.
History.
No, make sure now do my hidden bununi.
Bomb history.
It's 1 year so what to tell you. And general, I go in the dear, ye did. You bid in there, you bid in the china. Now you almost want him feel way. It is so called a yaguna. Say your wine fear Kakakasi one. Now a dear chia, just and so on a him fear. Now Kobi answer on a him fear. Now control on a him fear. Eh, my goodness, more how baby. I'm not your regular guy. Don't be doing these things with me. General, a scientific training first na young soon. And they say I bear watching. Now history, there be a mamma. Why? You will country, you will just say, you say, near the. I you go 4 pet and a come.
Oh, fire.
Munim flu. Young core reforms. Omusua de ana omu didi atem dek omusua na menema fo no aba na dwene ha omusua history no omu ni mo history and the people with that knowledge of their history is like a bird flying without a tree to stand on. Eventually they will die. Munim baby amufri ba na meda hu baby amoko say ye na munim baby amufri ba dia akamba hu say akamfo ni nyina ha ya de ba ko na politics no ma sha ase echiche mu na mfanteni asante won tokwa ana we fanteni we tachiman skafo na mu wo akan state ni mu no mo sha ase organize matches be kan akamfo na bom na munya kwasesem no
exactly so
ti yanko why if you are schwarenegger also what the secret to abonten if you are no be asoma me ana me nua ba no no masoma so ukra ha adwendo why you say when you walk agona me ade obi asoma se bebo de sister if you also come ni papa o first me no anadwo bi yakọ ayi akramo no ya niam bi wo ho ni ade na afia na ya somsem edu ba bi ana na adwene no nso ye de ya unua no no afa na sa adwene ne nye sumende average no ayanko women MPP for reforms no ya baba sharaf asem so we will still talk about it
exactly so
dek
no amount of intimidation
apu MPP no say ayedai ya the reforms aba so currently Osha MPP
call
yewo a polling station and yewo electoral area. Now polling stations in here baby are trouble so owusu polling stations baby are metuma aba wa ya Afija Sechere East it may use Afija Sechere East na constituency na me de akere mo de yesi ye ba be ye now currently no yewo 152 polling stations in Afija Sechere East. So for Woso, Edeko de Utabre, Edeko Wiamuase, Kona Odumase, Asamai, Akrofonso, Jamase, Edeko Bepuase, Buanim, Ninina, Wakambomwa, police stations, Makuma, 152. Now, some police stations, 152. No. Now, could do police station Bianwa, a Nipanum, Anna, you almost saw me a police station executive.
Exactly.
Chairman, Wanya, Dienina. And the MPP force a woman in Nipa me no beka ho. Our police station. It can for if you just Sechere East, for instance. A year police station be a Nipa 5. It's 152 no. It will give you a figure of 760.
Precisely.
You police station executives in Nina. Now you police station executives in Uya. Or more mobile or multimeter abani benia there. A electoral area coordinators. It will fire a electoral area no. Say Agona West no. A Alaji Hashim Adams. ono wo ho ofa eye be pass new tower yes ayuba ono so e wo ho dome dumens ono so wo ho bedumase montransua wokodu wa emo so Kennedy ono so wo ho fori amanfo mu nyina eti se kwakudua wo mu nyina eti wo fa sa electoral area coordinators ya obedru afijase kire Easter eye 34 but I know say other constituencies were more or less you went free so na make masembra yi free so na bra da bi yi na bra eti wo ye ne ade no omoye over your friend say 34 now a one coordinator to one electoral area. It's how they become one 34 plus a 760. It will give you a figure of I think 794.
Precisely.
So by and large, these were the people that vote. And so now what the constituency executives, you know, say chairman, ufa chairman, chairman down school, now what ba first vice anyas. Now what ba second vice now what ba secretary I can say Israel now deputy secretary wo munyina no wo mo ho Yakubu Halidu ne wo munyina Habila assistant secretary Habila na yes ana poku frefre wo no ni ademia na menu adimosi wo ye organizer eti wo fa sa omo maka no a say deputy organizer amembu akofi general na make ho asem omo amu amen enwa mamu ofunti poku ya baba to aba odwane ko UK ko pa bibi bedi
Precisely.
MPP abeka ho ase na we engrofobia omo se me ba MP wa ayi afijase kire East nti omo sha ase edi me video se be kan nsem bi na no ne ade na de me kan no mutie ya nka ne se ge aduri
Ebi o ene
na me kan ne wiem ana me kan man nsam ne me anam kan dem kan e bia nso me anam kan
fire.
Eti general, you know, your assistant secretary, your organizer, deputy organizer, your youth organizer, we could do Alpha. Alpha is war rim kula, walk your money a year rim kula is any human who ye was shining to him. One any deputy, any idea, any women's organizer, and you say so, Cindy, you're two Abama, no, I'm more for ya, show me yet. Honestly, you can acquire a copy. As you say, a dear mammoth, more de Shesso, one is a kina, no more yen, no more reso. Yani nemwana waba a year research and elections. That is from Pon and Crawford. And son waba a year a treasurer, Nana Koku, financial secretary niadi. And on a number of 17 in number. And the MPP saw more increase, you know. Yabeshe. It's now what they are doing is that per every polling station, instead of a year 5 member per polling station, only 2 making 7. So the figure will now move away from 760 to 1,064.
Exactly.
10 years. Now we are no free. The coordinators now no 34. Say Besmark mo. Say Frank James and Bipua. Besmark Bipua. Woman you know you are free. Now come 34 and they the 4 beka omo. It per every coordinator electoral area biano. You the nipa 4 beka. So say oh yeah nipa 4 per 34 coordinate a year. That means it will be 5 per electoral area. So electoral area biano, multiplied by 34, it will give you 170.
Precisely.
We are trying to expand the electoral college.
Expand it.
They make what I say. After we are, Yabama Kwaima, a former DC, former MP, former constituency executives, and one more holding positions in the party. If says will be by here former DC, will be by here MP. Now after ye free wa, who's only say need decision making in the party here. It is wrong.
Precisely.
Obia by here constituency, police station executive. After ye free wa, what's ye taking decision with the party? One can hold it is wrong. It's your friend, Yabama Quine. I'm a sankrofon in Yababa. It will fair just actually East constituency, for instance. Yadwamuna Babekahua. It will give you a figure of about let's say 1,500 to 2,000 people.
Precisely.
Whereas in the initial stage, you will be dealing with about 800 to 900 people by and large. Now from 800, when it is expanded to about 1,500 or 2,000, it is believed that it's a limited expansion, but included in decision making.
Exactly.
You make what I say. If you say an MPP force will be reforms in urban, general Fansafa in a China, now, the electoral college will move from polling station executives of 760 using a East constituency as the yardstick. Now, omodi akọ a year 1064. Then they will move from a year coordinators of 34. Now coordinators na ababa 170.
Precisely.
Then we are former DCs, former MP, former constituency executives, former police station like omunyina ababa to be. So it will really expand.
Exactly.
Now, as to whether or not these reforms are what we need, or we need mass expansion, and one repercussions, financial constraints. So far, I am in agreement with it for now.
Precisely.
But as we progress, we must be able to have every card-bearing member of the party given the opportunity to decide.
Exactly.
But you see, I need a database, and you pentamwa yeni idea. General, we are no free one. Almost one of the reforms I deba, and it's a more miatuaba entem. Now, Matisse be no more years. Yebeto national elections, ni yato regional, ni yabeto constituency, ni yazo topsy turvy. That means ye turn it at the end. And only you correct. You decide this. Omu decide this. So I am penny. Tie the make ye. You decide this. No omu decide this. So I am penny. Ye form for ye am penny. If you say the entire young penny say, Samunya to national organizer, to national general secretary, to national chairman, we are, and some year to police station, when you so be or be controlling the whole process out to the last member. Let me say, so be biodia, or be controlling this process. And we don't want a situation where the party will be living in the hands of the bourgeoisie. The party belongs to the people. So we must let the people decide. It is not the end of correct. We decide this. Communication no ekoso say we must you beto national ni akoto regional we must be nya emaso bibia sanso ni ho dem mom de o mo decide ne say Canada Japan ne ba wo mia ne brand champion ne yi kwabena Japan wo mo nkrofo ne kontokwa do party nsu yakọ akwa ba ya nusu biri ye hey eno kure ya nusu biri ye akoja defeat was so massive. So we are not in ordinary times. We need extraordinary measures to deal with extraordinary times.
Exactly.
Now this is what we are doing. Ya pese mu janto kwano. Jennifer Pong. Wo peka ne dinti. Wa kwa. Na your friend say Kofi Ofosu. Wono so pe ba umianti. Wo ne Jennifer ne ko ne ade. And yes, munya ni yenye no free one time. Na constitution no. MPP constitution no. The chira say you will position there. You better aba not later than 2 years, 24 months.
Explain. Now
you better aba Ghana da bay. You better be 7th December 2028. The constitution is you better me ato a presidential candidate not later than it bet me a net bet me a china name many kwan say a year 7 December 2024 2026
exactly.
That means what British constitution it's in another than Kokufado time I ba opposition in 2008 by 2010 years you know I think August 2010 and ye so October 2010 or so ye no so benya ample time dia campaign it we do more ye enye news Wamos yanto nentem. Menu omu ya adwene. Sebe ya kene Japan supporters. Ba omia supporters. Kwabena Japan supporters. Ombe janto kwano. Amo titi party ni mu. Party ni here no ne. It omu si December 31st, January 31st. Ye beto be yi presidential candidate. Menu omu ya adwene. Saa de awie na ye beda na de anya no kore e maso ne maso kina. Enti yen konkoto nentem. Do be lusu ne ni so ate no wan. Do be winning so ni aja wa ka mu nyina bom na munya ntokwa bebre no
Bruce Lee
Gobi general sawa it's an ye no reforms ba konso say youth organizer position no first na would me di 39 kura no wadi and they almost mo ye free ho na wo mo di about 35 na wo say bi kamu yi we me koka ba mo na menyai 35 no say national youth authority no the definition of youth yes say 35 from 15 to 35 na youth na NDC for no mutimi ya no pare do kura be youth awo mutimi ya na yenti and there we MPP ni ba ko a wo ye ne say o hene say ye makwa mo pare do ye youth organizer ni akofo obi a wonya yi ni ade am so ya no de enka no kure But Samia Okube ye youth organizer no. Now we need 35. Eti ubetimi a ye adwuma wabra we need 35. Won nim ya onim yo. Eti we 35. Now mo mbeto aba ye youth organizer no. Se wo album ni mu nko ade a na won nim fie 35 wa. Ubetimi atubi. Sanso na se wo ye women's organizer obofour. Obi a ye oba wo album ni so bia na betimi atubi. Eti regional no. Se regional elections a obi a wo region ni mu bia wo so wokoto aba se youth organizer no. Obetimi atubi. So long as I win the 35.
Precisely.
Omuwie no say reforms in me say Tescom. Yebema Tescom for no. First na Tescom presidents en kwa na eto. Na afei yebema Tescom patrons abeka ho. Etu fa Ashanti region for instance. They are about 64 so 62 Tescom ni ade. Na concerns Ashanti regional youth for any reason. And it says oh my kwan if the Tescom no obu o ha o free sunyane and wo be school kumase and wo be Tescom president and the patron na afei oba 8 months pen obesa akoni fie wo si de bo no mra me decide ma manfo na ete wo eno na o mo hwe ni ade ba yen hwe ni anya se betimi bibia for why now the reforms are there. Exactly. Yeah, expanded. They must see you done in the say. Obi be too national and sani abe. I know the anya juma. I was ya. Ya make a just here. I know a form for yampene. Yampene. Reforms, you know, by and large, these are the major critical reforms. Exactly. Yeah. Limited expansion. Say, yeah, be any idea. After young presidential candidate at the end of term, it is not in breach of any law because already the law is there. So we are following what the law says. Exactly. Okay? The law of the constitution of the MPP says that not later than 24 months. Except that when Frank Davis moved the motion per the constitution of MPP, whenever a motion is moved, say it must take 6 months preparation. It will show moving of the motion then 6 months in January. It you know one movie is in December. Nanka bibi anko. But the mrane man who kwansa. It's mrane dia ko January. Jafi January ni nyina yakohia. Ni atoaba. One ebe winie party A, party B. General secretary what the release aba. It we no you mo ye the Joe Wise commission committee no say Joe Wise na be ni ade and ya form me wo committee say wo mo na ebe hwe so am ya yes an ye man nyina exactly ye mo me antuni mfiri why ya wo be wini abe wini wini nso wo wini ya ma 10 years kura wo wini wo wini deck ya ma 10 years kura wo wini why wo wini be wini nso abe wini. These are the critical major reforms. Precisely. And electing of a year the can say presidential candidate. Exactly. And this I ever to about than at the end national officers Yamambako. Precisely. Montu a interim presidential candidate in term. They will say than anyone baba to national could see from the day. And your human is and your human is. If Zamoya Sadia, do be winning national chairman, or ambition so be control the whole party. Precisely so. No, then for Shemwa could see the last end. Tidebian we better transfer for 15 years. Yampenesa, Siabo Bonu team. Eti Yampenesa, and the Yamtrain. Why? Deck. Yamon primaries in the contempt. May we say, boy, yeah, they comes in the Bini, comes in the Mubini, when you campaign. Why? Candidate. Tony, Munyatem the Dianamon Tong. Fast. You know, I'm a chair Dumens. Jemfi Isaac Jemfi Michia, watch Isaac is Michia, Alima to Sadia, Michia, Munina, Juma Moya, Frank, Michia Munina, Frank Jemensa, the Biano Chapon Kuna, Oye, a Yantidu, we are most one may coordinate about a general mosquito. We are moise. Why me could do a me costa, many anti do money in a coy. Nti Mechia Munina, Moya Jumanso, teacher constitution, we are moise. On also ye Juma, on say when you coordinator, but the Juma warrior no day. O say, I Nanako Kunina Simunina Moya Juma, Monyermo. You know, I am sorry. Now young call her G-Tech in now young call Embranimo. Embra settle G-Tech. Act 10 23.
Precisely.
Chenye. You can act no a. Se wo shamra wo parliament. Na parliament shamra. The toso. The entire will be Act 1030. Act 1023. That means the 1023 law. Ya pass Ghana's parliament. It will forbid say 1994. Act 494. Act 49889. There's a Emre Toso 494. It will forbid to say Criminal and Other Offences Act 1960. Yes, Act 29. That means Emre Ghana share here Toso 29. No. Say be Alpha Act 25, the Companies Act in India. Emre Toso 25. It's Emre Ghana share here from 1969 in your far would you know. Ebesin ne. The Toso 1023. Emre has set up GTech. Na GTech no more you say. Yanko share a year there be Danny. And yet we young code the functions of GTech under section 7L. If I'm called section 7 once, and son had about 36. 36 in here the criminalization of a year's idea no you can say a tanko computer moya. Yatikoma Munko school. Enyawe. It is how the doctor, so we a professor, so we a dear you. And Mran says so go school. Now your title.
Exactly.
I feel me a bedroom baby. And this if we're sorry will be hard to be to know so. Tanko computer. Near here, Danny, yan intent you weren't free so far the other in the right in the bra. After tanko computer, and what dear basse, were your doctor, sir. And I GTech actual crack command say, if I tanko computer better so, and no more my year near days now. Yes, well, when you title and this for no almost a sound rubber and a doctor near the Munko school, a job of school. And a GTech is actual crata. Now, young so far. Any part GTech actual crata, Danny, follow me and Sanya comrade, follow me. Young Nipa GTech, Dr. Tanko computer, one year Dr. Babia, according to GTech. If it's a GTech in a war, a year to me, a Becca say, you may read him what the Constitution says. So GTech a trocrata, and your common crophobia, Munyamo doctor Unauthorized. There's one school to be a doctor. You must have studied for about 3 to 4 years. And some why a doctor by book. Now, Doctor Nelson, but also medically. You must have spent the time of about 7 years as a medical doctor.
Let them know.
What do you mean, Kobe? Download your free network. A web so.
Download this.
What you trade Maswa, me a Dr. Tanko computer. Who say no say Kings know a year. Kings don't know what here. I share you. Kings don't know what here. On pet the maybe a Kings know. Or say online. Online so you go here and reach here no create. Na you be say a criminal actor na. Per Act 1023, section 36, you know. You be say I dare not Dr. Tanko computer here. Does it border on criminality? And even in failing of forms, that's how the question say your doctor. Our brother when your doctor. Oko Criminal and Other Offences Act 1960 anymore. You were forgery. You were defrauding by false pretenses. It is a one your doctor said you pay according to GTech one your doctor. And so there was your doctor. Ni your whole minister of communications. Yes, acquire goodie. There is only one computer. Then if you get a video, no. Some judge very irresponsible character. Some judge. Very irresponsible character.
There's only one computer. With a PhD or no PhD. There's only one MP. There's only one computer. With a PhD or no PhD. Such an irresponsible comment coming from a whole minister of state.
Precisely.
When Obia would demand for any, so I know your gift said, dear boss. Now I dad a man for on your doctor, so a doctor. No man for any raise questions, or they come catch a man for no class or we idiot for questioning him. And for a minister of state who should know better, he says that there is only one computer, whether you're a doctor or your doctor. We have brought a year democracy in the governance so low that people are no more held accountable for their actions. Obit me the other man for on your doctor, also a doctor, and we get a minister of state endorsing such impunity.
Precisely.
Impunity. Say whether PhD or no PhD. So that means the arrogance of power. Just a man for a question, no. Or me and Kwasiafo. Yes, sir.
Oh, fire.
You know, man for a Kwasiafo. So more question, no. So a doctor now, when you're doctor. Yes, sir. And these are the people leading us.
Precisely.
And so almost me and Comasem.
Exactly.
Okay, you bet you adapa. Tanko computer. When you're doctor. Daniel Fe young for Mama Kano, when you're doctor, no, G-Tech actual common. For more picture, but 1 year. One more picture 1 year. Coco, you paid in so general the man. I was your first never better. After ye say after Papa Professor Adum Ofuri elected 1 year professor. G-Tech no more pay professor and doctor no. Munko suku no Dek. Munko suku Omkosu kwaso adai.
Awokosu kwanso anu aba.
Oma download the atomo. Professor. When so Honorable Dr. Desmond de Graft pay to said 1 year doctor. G-Tech say 1 year doctor. Onya owusu. What the shine owusu nyina wo. What per campaign Honorable Doctor nyina wo de che so. Na wa nko sukuwa. When so ya na akoyo. Ono so MP for Wutu Senya East. Ono so yese na doctor no de ato no so say Dr. Phyllis na akoyo. E wa bra onye doctor. G-Tech so wonyi. Then this di asemo.
Expose them.
Anya by force. Shortcut abai. Omo download the doctor na sa. Won ko school ko he. Now call you. G-Tech so wonya owusu.
Expose them.
Danny for last one bra. Wonya sa ne bai. Tanko computer. And now no ba kun so doctor ya oba ya my your man body. Wonya doctor so a doctor. Then this muko school nu wia. Ebe ye day. Owura Collins that way. One cast why a doctor baby. And so Collins that they are competent enough. Let me hold the portfolio, sir. A minister of works and housing, minister of this year. By force says or your doctor. Metia minya doctor. Minko kasa be a doctor. We make Kenya, they say me we me masters no. Na me frame me young kubi they say je mo. Na me ye na say Dennis me nkoye me doctorate na me nko sua law every Dennis anu anu di matter say kan kwase asemo nkyere na what honorary lawyer da say honorary doctor dey bo na honorary lawyer what be da eti ko sua dey ntimi ma honorary apa na we me call kakra no law ni na fomo na wo sua ka me ye ajai na me frame yonko ba ko na me yonko fo ndi omo nyino ma dwere nyewu me frame kwaku sise kyere na me kwaku edian nyame jai adisuana no den do no be say na I call from time to time na am so me call from 5 to anajo 9 no say ntu jai a sa 5 to anajo 9 de bia no de be dey ngwase ase bia na de be di ba ko tena ba bi atwa bi I guess so nemo mamenka wo say uko wa nko 5 years in de beba nemo eba the result of say otu asoko ene say e be for lawyer ene say the result of say one to us one ko ene say bia no awen sama kidney say it is the choices yours to decide exactly and I'm say mame to aso no makwa ampani ampa ye wura mu no aka 1 year ni ye awi enti monko school ni bi o man ko bi ejom bi se ka de chie nko bi ka de chie nso ko bi pa hey let
them know
hey makobi o eti bonso Edi general we say ni ye call level 300 in the law Bempah law you be wie enche to monko bi na munwie downloading no na G-Tech war the mandate say oko section 7L of Act 1023 and if I make one read this section 7L of Act 1023 near share the criminal aspect of adianwa a mo ye no and people must be prosecuted
exactly so
people must be prosecuted then your first never 7L no now already a year Act 1023 no 7L make be done project in term na you reading na you want some bebreka you want some bebre sir you know and I want fan no amano
ni nyina wo
ho your first dani project ni ready now section 7L of Act 1023 dani say dey yanko the one project na me ready ewo na ye na fa de no to so na so kura Daniel no so on senti na no nkrofo cast wo ye NDC ni no akwaje bribe It's a very 7L no.
Danny project yanko.
So the atoso, what the amano. Danny. And I'm in my fan to so. Wait, the message that you. Danny, wait, the Anyawa. Okabidi Asabo show. Yabeko 7L near ready. A year 8L near Dinina. Danny. Okay, maybe I told you project in reading yanko. Now already at 7L of Act 28, Section 7L of Act 1023. Or say the regulatory functions of the commission, which is GTEC, include to A, you read L no, verify authenticity of all certificates, diplomas, and degrees upon request. The functions of a GTEC, they be a mature criteria. As what me authentifies authenticity. Say you a tango computer no, or say where you know a doctor for a certificate you require doctor nebra. Fabra. And only a man and a children. Now, Oko 7 Section 8 of Act 1023. Then he projected Section 8, and media Tuesday he projected. Na Yanko. Section 8, Nese, Tienio, 84D. 84D say the commission is responsible for the accreditation of Na Ebra 4. Or say the commission shall A, that is Yanka A Nunka Dino, Yanko D, regulate the use of higher education nomenclature and titles, including university, college, emeritus, professor, doctor, chartered, and related terms. That is project in I ready a one. You better read Section 8.4D. Teach them. You read sections 8.4D. So the commission, Najuma section 8.4D na murino. Or see the commission shall D regulate the use of higher education nomenclature and titles such as college, university, emeritus, professor, doctor. So your commission Najuma. So mobile na commission so sa wo to me say or recalling say wo tanko computer or my first or doctorate in fabra ampa won fa mai na yanko section 36 na yan read section 36 1 to D na yan hwa de 1D to G near radio it won't say the tanko computer you know it is a criminal offense precisely so. Then yanko section 36 1D to G so already section 36 or say a person or who tienye na yanko 1D then is zoom in let the people read zoom in so it's section 36 1D and then or say a person or who D refuses to comply with the request of information made by or on behalf of the commission. D denies access to relevant records for information made or on behalf of the commission, denies access to, obstruct a person authorized by the commission to obtain information, provides information which that person knows is false, or does not have a reason to believe it is true, commits an offense. A tanko computer, some information or the mark commission, a false, so he commits an offense. Exactly. Why are we not arresting him? Now some judge work cancel say whether PhD or no PhD. Tango computer. This is criminal act. Exactly. And he must be arrested and prosecuted. And so now I to so. Until now, your mama, you cast 1 second or sister 1 second. Hey. When you remember when I'm calling for no scam government. Criminal offense. The tango computer and then call fire. A criminal offense under section 36 of Act 1023. And so still I know yet your mama so far nyeri. On pamono. Some George Bear and Drosseno. I catch them for some of whether PhD or no PhD. He's still computer.
Just look at that.
Such disrespect, such arrogance of power.
Exactly.
Copy and
paste.
Tango computer must be arrested,
precisely,
prosecuted,
exactly,
with his accomplices. Your man a criminal,
exactly so.
And you make a and we are a nation of laws.
Pay the law.
Pay the law.
Precisely.
Now, General, you're sorry for now. Yanka a travel ban on Ghana by the United States. So there is a potential travel ban. So now the United States are banning countries. Be say more and they say almost say review 36 countries. 36 countries and Ghana to 16. Nani fair so Trump administration considers adding 36 countries, including Ghana, to its travel ban. Oh yeah, and she say wa wopa America kono. Say Trump the Ghana for kan wa wunya bi nko. Munu ya no mo honsu wo ba Ghana ontimi nko bio. Donald Trump ade a wo peso ye no no. Ani ebusa say na den wo peso ye sa. Dani to America ya wopa ko nya bi nko. America nso the heaven on earth o. Hey, wonko bi a mo bi nkikan kwase asem nkyerɛ. America nko wo mo ma nko. Wo mo ni so ye Ghana ni nko de o ma kwan. He said Donald Trump into omo ye na dwomfo ma no dome market ene makola for makola for na sa tonkra say ohene de pese ye wo no wo kente no aye kra ye ne ade no eno no yes wo sene onyonko a wo town enti wo mo ye na Wednesday ne be ye ready enti main function next week Wednesday no mo modwadata enti next week Wednesday me ye na mo aten so tag Traders Association in Ghana ono so afreme so ohene wo ba ye be swat say you know ababa was ye nyina ye be chicha onioma na ka kire general ni kofi say shoe no mo ba won bia benya 2222 na mom general de bia mema ne tere kura was team na ba ni obe chi obi a shoe 22 e ma shoe mema shoe ni ade obe mu obi a 22 eti Wednesday show ni ye koye ne wo makola why ye kwa mo so aka mo adwene makola for man be ka mo adwene no mo so ye be cha mo nioma ne ade sa ti agya ne ade abre street for eti travel ban ne beba ni ase da be ade ne si na ye wo ha na Donald Trump ko ka asem bi na fe ma mi omoko dani fatoso na ma mi omoko de true so say Ghana is considering we will also Donald Trump better yanka ko kan be kan ye mami at the right time we will take action. Vice President warns of Trump's say US aid. Mad aid to no man na Trump is with Trump. Have all music and debut. After your Vice President say Donald Trump at the right time we will take action. Yes, you will come back here. Mami. Ebe ni wo na wo come back here. Trump in so madam. Hey. Wo come back here. Mami. Enti em so na Trump say mo form nto. Asem we ya ka me punish o. After your one na honorable John. His Excellency Malam John Yohani. Malam Yohani nso say. And I know South African president wa call America ma Donald Trump Jojo no enti ene Trump's unfounded attack on Cyril Ramaphosa was an insult to all Africans. Yes, yo Yohani ni mami o general yo ekeka bani o ya be bane Ghana for obi antimi ko America enti o mo ye no ana ya sako wie se so no obi wo diplomatic relations you don't get hostile to anybody me baba ka kire so ade na okuje to abla kwa ye no e wo repercussions exactly e wo implications bi so utimi sori a na wa close wo embassy say because engrofo ye adwuma ho no MPP 40 ye pay engrofo akoshe it's matum ma shutting it down on the orders of Amatela ma shutting it down. We don't do that in diplomatic circles. Precisely. The moment you shut down your embassy, it is a hostile relationship you have with the hosting nation. So the host nation for your embassy and your US government. And when you take such actions without having to engage them, whether through note verbals or through proper writings, it is perceived as a hostile relationship you have with them. And I'm going to say, Washington for a man be breed, there is evidence to that effect. And go for a break him. Service Akurana or my Nomunya. And Yabaya said, we are serious. Oba ye was what call Lanche, Black Star a year, event in a while. Over San Crofoba. Meanwhile, Washington, baby and Crofo, see a black community all over the world. I will true mirror of justice. You come black community all over the world. Okuja Trabla. America has the largest our mukurasika financial power to come and invest. After Okuja Trabla, Yatawa was baby and Crofoni bet me and Vesa Abakurum. Shutting it down. And then Crawford came. So a month for visa. 6 weeks, 7 weeks in it.
Exactly.
Echo 3 months. Wamunya a year, your friends say. All because of your recklessness. Yenti do about week. Yenti.
My grandma just died in Jamaica. I am devastated. I want to go home for her funeral and I can't because of the Ghanaian embassy in Washington, D.C. I hope this message finds all Ghanaians and especially the Ghanaian embassy. I sent off my passport over 6 weeks ago to the Ghanaian embassy in Washington, D.C. to get my Ghanaian visa renewed. It has now been 6 weeks later and I have not received my passport. I have called the embassy, nobody answers the phone. I have emailed them, nobody answers an email. And when I'm online trying to get an update from their chat representative, they are telling me they cannot help me. You promised, and I paid for a 15 to 20 day service. It is now 6 weeks later. I have emailed you stressing that I have a death in my family and I need to get home. And nobody can give me an update on where my passport is. This is unacceptable.
Where unacceptable. General, what by bro for you and say, what the visa application I to Washington. Why am if so could you to say one no na shutting it down. Time open baby. What kind of irresponsibility is this and recklessness is this? Is that how governance is done? Because in Kofor year more perceived to be MPP. TSC a Paris be Pamo Munina. Near the end is Fukubo.
Exactly.
And then who knows a month for into Kwamra. Black communities in the year of retainage or Mumra. Baby on Benya Vesa Sukran way. So basically Tria Vesa fee Mawa. Or no contractual relationship. And when you are not able to honor that contractual relationship without any proper communication, you have breached the contract. So a breach of psychological contract. And you sit there and this is our foreign minister. And so Kufa the so what can Brofurina actually said Obesia your foreign ministry and wait. Washington. And when a name so mad Donald Trump say, and your Texas countries, you know, but when you say Ghana, when you serious, to what the more become to all consider. I don't know. And the brand Ghana no in the eyes of the diaspora no. It's imagine say black American be and now say African American be as one. Now we apply for visa. Now 6 weeks in 7 weeks. Most of them communicate here. Agoja, ne papa muni. Where you me no? Afem be kan mate om tu bi ne hwe man. Ye be di mate ma dia. Kofa kofi paka wo se. Paka wo mo send sika no a say manya antie say mo di mate ma ye sanim kakra. One district, one factory. Wonya bi amambi. Ese me nuano mama munya ju. Sadiq Adam say wudi matem kakra. E ba bedru amambi. Tuatu so dudu. Ese adwuma de memmo nya bia ye pa. Omba jiji ase kotu ni. No mo di matem. Na be san de bayi. Me mesi me bosi me yade. Na ma ba akura de na bide no. Me am party ko de na bide no. Sata mo bojem so kada chio ye hunu so bida kada chio ene na hwe mu dia kada chio no ko nya credible mo hwirim sa nya credible obi onya credible na munya ne voice kaseti na aban ebo munya ne voice o kaseti na aban munya bibo na Steve Wonder eti mo pa America ko baby abedi na we me yira send me warning o se just Dennis Nkwane ka encourage you ma call on no na abeba ha so your assignment na ni adaje abeba ha ma me uka ho fire me huna mani yo agoja eti yanya ni amra sharafa se so wo fa se sharafa Roman father Sharaf. Dedi kan. Agoja. Bo kofi ayi kwadwo sha dem bo oja ye ne kakra na. Ye fam break. Hwe oja. Dani hwe me ne ankoni ade na ngosi hwe. Amo fire.
more fire. Foul.
Okay. I'm more fire. Alright. Baby, I need you. And I'm saying, I'm going to cash a for some. Into the way. Yanti bida. Boxers and a day. My main kind boxing was him. Now, suppose the journalist for one day. My main cast was once him. And a morning show for near church is come over. Or more did you cut the theater. Because my cash a for some. Na shara for the Mogyabi doing na why or Johnson the crude oil magana kimi enka oni jomama asem akufado badie e betimi aka wona na mamamu a there is a problem with it na mom se jomama ba ene na mamamu oni mu a there is no problem with it
Precisely.
In the picture free so I'm not against or no boy
no never.
I am not against him. Let's state that record clear. It's not about the guy.
Exactly.
And make some catch it. No offer. And then neck down. So now, when you say confidence, so we can't say, Mammy, Timin, and no fair. It confidence so buy. And my say, when in your bano, Lodina, the men can ask him. Tomorrow, Lodina, men can ask him for a while. And was I didn't offer, see, dear, by to me, come and make you. Roman father. And to go with us. Oh, guy was even over that was be either free. But you know. No, confidence with me about Lodina name. We know, Sharaf for dear, may you are more free. Just down Crawford and your man or Mokana maybe school you. Why? Yes, Sharaf. Name of a content them uniform when ye. John, the uniform, I go down so I might be and my work on time uniform when ye. If one day, Malam, you handed one day, mine to me uniform one. And I know I'm in the answer for JNDC Casa. One of those who you press the mamma from I'm uniform say. As a for Jay. Auntie and ye, one neighbor mine. The Affair almost say, Makobisa say, Sharaf in Yesikawa. Nano Krano here, passing comment. Exactly. Yana me am cast on my becomanda pass. It's Yenai. After been so, Sharaf on any papa. And papa me and Ibrahim Mama. No more is candidate. Now go for the normal Nebusha for no Bokubi. Kubena no mobile and son or mobile Bemo. Now will be an Anabe Chief Justice. A Kufa and any papa, Chief Justice of the Republic. Akufado, you do the Akufado. Who are Chief Justice of the Republic? Akufado, Papa, be President of the Republic. What's the sign? You know what it takes to open a restaurant.
Precisely.
Hypocrisy bekumo.
Pound for pound.
Hypocrisy bekumo.
Exactly so.
And why I can't be Akufado because it was wrong.
Precisely.
This whole idea. Say you're true Obama Obia. Nana Bushia phone in the Musa. And as a nation, we are accepting that nonsense as a norm.
Exactly.
What nation is this? Yatuaba Mobi. All of a sudden, we want a Irate foundation. Now, why? Omu opposition who foundation da. Nana Irate foundation. Now, the number here private companies. So, woman, I support it. It said, "Do now why? One day to come on and back say, I could find a $25 million contract. I'm an Ebasu on Conco Penti, a year you were at work. I call you by the catcher, must say. And you won't know a your contract here. Now, your private companies now, as soon as what's the one printer? Mobile went to me for a contract in a match. But I know Kurano, me will problem with it. If so, your president a bar now call private individual, so we call pay sponsorship. Private individual or interest. It was the who ever sponsor.
Let them know.
When we are watching a woman, someone said, "They are buying them against them." And you want who it's Italo oil. So best sponsor Sharafa by virtue of Sharaf being in close proximity with the president. Only who by Yamano. So how are we accepting the norm? Say so be back by Papa by president. All of a sudden, that person can be going around soliciting for funds from it. Will cost money 2 million Ghana cedi, 2 million 5,000, and you are using it as a yardstick because you for the
exactly so.
ti Sharaf ni na ma memum Sadenya, Sharaf organize boxing. Eye kama. It boxing for ne say. Me and can wasem. It is even an affront. Ade we eye nim guasiama mu ankasa as a nation. Omaya yetimwa. Your Ghana Boxing Authority. Your Sports Authority, National Sports Authority. Your Ministry of Sports. Also sa Ghana Boxing Authority. National Sports Authority, Ministry of Sports. Sa huge national institutions. Omuntimi organize boxing just a Sharaf na ko organize. When you correct. So when you say OWusu state power and you are building a ma and you're wrong. And they obey you state power and you are building a ma. Yankee and Oko Kamina Sadiq Adams say you organize it be 2024. One and name said 2024. John Mahama was a potential president. And don't forget, John Mahama has become a president before and now coming. So by virtue of so even former president in it alone. And on ma ye friend be a influence peddler. Precisely. What it one amoke kan sem hunu. Se ka de chia ko kan de enka bi da. Se Sharaf for ye boxing ade no. Why ade? There's nothing wrong. Me kan kwa me ka se nko why ade. Na so se de na no mo ye no. Ye obi some the same question. Mo se mo nti bi da. Ade na mo nti bi da. Ma timit mo tu bi na hwiama no because e Sharaf. Me and my say Sharaf no nyo no ne me target. I'm questioning eye de ye no. Say ya de papa. Ye to ade abama obi a. All of a sudden abusu for all near Ramam winning. Young Concord video President Mama chere the entire will see Bukom Arena. Young Concord. So you will realize that President Mahama, the vision I know your president want to say, Obama Bukom Arena, I be your sponsor a boxing for Nina be Juma.
Precisely.
Instead so be use state institutions. Ghana Boxing Authority. Ghana Sports Authority. Now all their builders are there no. Or the Nebane their builders are there no. And I must me a question. Because in the bay, why are they successful? Yes, it is okay. Now a whole sports authority, Ghana Boxing Authority, and the sports ministry Kofi Adams. Someone to me organize a successful boxing match. And to me found Tony Joshua Madia. And you most sure one Sharaf made ministry. Some funubano. Me asun kwa didi. Afa mo se mentivida. Fire them. Cause a Sharaf. The Kufuado Badie. Okobi a restaurant. Ni a trantro restaurant yesi 6 million wawan. Mo ha money trantro. Ami agitum. Ya kind of say am pamene mo ya adwene. Kufuado ban mo ne na mama muom. If so ya sadia. Yan konko he code of conduct no Joma ma na nkasa de ba. And then you Joma ma video. Ah wo ka say the enti osi Bukom boxing arena nie. It's a wo ye say wo pese wo promote boxing. Make an na no ayimi agasa bi no Bukom banku. Ono so abeka bi. Asam na richi. Wa hwe ono wo ka no. Semre bi obeka so ofili me pa. Eti wo ye no ani di matem. Omo maka no de. Ayiti points ni tiri ho se bosompani no odi di matem. Ani asi Joshua Klot ni ade se ni e ba hwe katachi ni abo no. Anya de ehia ni. Joshua Klot wo obo boxing ya millions of dollars. One thing me fa bia ma me promote Ghana boxing. Na wasuko no ma we wonana na o se wo mra me promote Ghana boxing ma. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. Joshua Klot is one tibida. Ade no so ye per lasting solution. It was China say President Mama bani ni ho a. Obi antimi promote boxing bio. The use state institutions na ka boxers no ho atomo. E dey na make am monte ase. E dey na make am monte ase. For pound. Ade ba no. Ni an kan okure okure ni musa. Ade ba no. And na ye Kufuado ba. Ye nyina kaseti ai. And ye Sharaf. And I'm saying it's not even about Sharaf. Never. It could have been me, it could have been General, it could have been anybody. Precisely. So it's not about Sharaf. Exactly. But it is the idea here to Abama Ubia. All of a sudden, ne bush your phone ramuna. Yeah. Also, private institutions and a sponsor. It's Italo Oil. Now what's Sadiq Adams who free this sports here? It is Sadiq Adams can say can you mention okure? Say na wo trocrat akotalo oil on bema sponsorship for sports ana. And yen free ho for a second let's pretend say your mama nye Sharaf papa. Ah we president. It is Sharaf free trocrat akomantalo oil a go me sponsor no. Even among kan okure sa. So by proximity to power, he is using it for other nyama. Ya kan wasem say you wrong. Exactly. So se Kufuado ye na nya and ne jo mama ba ya enye wrong. Mo si yanke anu ntu. That's what they know. Ghana Boxing Authority. Saudi Anthony Joshua beba ya asem ketwa. And the young site Danny, there's a video I made sure said you book Anthony Joshua make appearance. Sometimes what charge even $2 million.
Precisely so.
$2 million.
All the people.
Before so, and I'm going to buy the president free. They go free. Imagine this cash in
Appearance fee.
Appearance fee. Or charges sometimes as high as $2 million.
Exactly so.
Na yeka say unusu state institutions no fanye mosi unusu state institutions ye ba me ya ba lidi anya de papa Anthony Joshua wonye charity organization o ye event na peso oba na manfo na ni be di akira said oba ye manfo na ni adi akiri na mo unusu national sports authority unusu Ghana boxing authority na munya nsem hunu no
Hypocritical people.
ajaba no Sharaf so and I know Sadiq Adams who no sports in the core reporter say Sharaf no we a footballer born wo Bobby way wo Bobby da bay and all of a sudden you champions and you be see your boxing coach da onu na eba be na say that be you wrong
Exactly.
your man state institutions in champion say be ya wo chena say your mama ni aban mu a still an boxers in Mohammed Tomo. They can be abuama. Moment to and I'm saying this year from when inti. Ya ka mo se dey. Ya ba hwehwe na abon. Enye de ehia ni awon de kro na award ba hwehwe ka de chi no ababo no. Fa kwaje ayi titles e bra. And I got say emre sa say me hwehwe ka te chi ayi babo. Na no ehwura me ana ehwura. Okay, I'm so now you'll be destroyed now. Meaning why people are so fixated on being destroyed or being something must be destroyed anyways. Somebody must be destroyed anyways. Why do we live in a world where we feel so self-important? Say, munyanse munu na mutimi rura obia. Sadi ya kan bi na no kire kufu ado. Sadi ya beka bi a kire mo. Oba ya wo de sharaf ne namu a utu kwan kura na the expense of the taxpayer. Na de ne ka hoko. Meka ya na ojaye. Nyasa. And we are accepting this nonsense. Abaye nya to abama abaye na president baya na ne wo fa se mabie foundation ne nana mabie foundation ne yire mabie o ya so da bi private institutions na support me. One of them say private institutions because we are closer to power until no slow support you.
Expose them.
Sharaf no anka say so onye president mama o ye president ba. Wo tworo krata ko baby obebu ano. So OWusu ono anka sa ne position no. To intimidate people.
Exactly.
What's a mianka? Yanko code of conduct and president mama. I sure ya dema ministers. I wa bra wonu ani so. Yanko 1.5. Code of conduct. Yanko point 1.5.
Read it to them.
Ni reading chira wo. It was ministers more involve your families which were likely or is likely to conflict. Them would your families and the number which is likely to conflict. And when you for your money will ban the diagoron. And your banner no penasem. By virtue of the fact that Obama a papa president.
Expose them.
It is all Kobusa Omubibia. Omuni say. Because one former president ba watching no. President Mama make country say in all of these dealings on far phone Mfre will be introduced on the banner. Is that no influence peddling? Is that no influence peddling? Are you not using this opposition as a president to influence some of these things? After you come on Yanka, they come in Madapa. I'm a someone come and so on and I hear the Sharaf for the movie Bitiano. But the Sharaf for your day, but they don't want to quack. But they are wrong. A Kufado banner year and they are wrong. Sakufado so no sin and this wadi unes Obama creative arts na kosonya sa. It will buy and a banner so work creative art. And no cassette. And then your mama sin and this wadi unes a boxing. Or buy and a banner eligi. And then your Muslim and Cassentia. Mushim
Mr. Dreamer.
I never know. Now you read the code of conduct. Danny Biamuni read the code of conduct. Danny Biamuni read the code of conduct. Now, what your code of conduct, Mamma Fona? Was a conflict of interest may be direct or indirect in nature. Your code of conduct, no. The president, Mama, the ministers, so was a conflict of interest may be direct or indirect in nature. And may arise due to influence and power of the minister. The minister holds. So the influence and the power of the president is where Talomode who sponsor neba. Yes, Montiasi, Deja Montiasi, Pakawosi, when I make a Deja Diasi. also may arise due to the influence and power of the minister holds, both in his or her sectorial responsibilities as a member of the cabinet. B, may be pecuniary, that is arising the minister's direct financial interest, or non-pecuniary involving a family member or close associate. So, a family member or close associate, it will be perceived as conflict of interest.
Let them know.
We a private individual, may sponsorship, we a private in may sponsorship, and you say we should continue as a nation with this behavior. Is that how we want to build a nation? After being a president to be our bar, the barba could pay BB keke, well, and your boxing, inside I know your creative art, and then the way the boxing. But I could be a bar. One of the Yanis was to what you draws mama. As was one woman, one panty. It's a private individual, so moment sponsor. Have a muko sponsor we are. When you are 10 million, no the more once depend what no keep it the. So using state power to build their own children.
Precisely.
And most say no, me I accept it. Because me I am me. How is that I am here?
Never.
President Mama is so generous. You want to be done. The entire young one is to be done. Say, Obi a former president. Now also buy it. President. It's even when you're former president, enough to influence some of these things.
Precisely so.
It's your year in 2024. Oh, is Sadika Busa. Sharaf, when you're the Papa President Mama. And Kaoba also be person that can't remember. What kind of Korean you want to be? I want to go to the day. You go read 1 point. Identify the other one. You reading near rally. Point 1.53. You go read the rally. What's the interest of family and personal friends? Public perception is a critical factor in maintaining trust and accountability. And I'm sure President Mama, the code of conduct. Also, public perception is a critical factor in maintaining trust and accountability in governance. It is a President Mama Yahweh say public perception is a critical factor there. What does it send to the public?
Ask him.
I'm sure code of conduct. President Mama de Troy. It was the ministers. They more than the bendiso.
Fire the president.
Above the law.
Or see a conflict may arise if a minister's family member or personal friend that derives or is perceived to derive. So it's not even about deriving, but the perception of deriving.
Exactly.
What President Mama say? Minister or more family members, a conflict may arise if a minister's family member or a personal friend derives or is perceived.
Educates them.
The perception in itself is enough. What's the minister's in this? Perceived to derive some personal, financial, or other benefit from a decision or action by the minister or the government. It will be it's not a perception. So we use government, After we ministers in condition, what kind of country is this? And it's a triapia. A track at the Chiadapa. Monfa intellectual firepower debate.
Exactly. That's what we want.
Monfa yes superior argument.
Precisely.
Na kwasiani abwana baga bigano watetana na ngalipa ntana ngonya dai. Oga mas wanim sai didi me matem. Onsia de.
Onsia.
Ogabi ontia baga biga kan baga biga sa 16 years. No intellectual firepower.
Angels. Angel ben and obenanti.
Angel ne we nante. Me dear, menino na wo ye menua aye dia yi ne ayi wo koka me ho asem na ho ye me hina memfa course bi na ave memfa course bi ho ahini se wa ko tena odi matam ni ade I won't come in that lane with you koko sua de
precisely
sua na me kan ye no so there be when em border on conflict of interest na mo my border on this it borders on that it borders on this then you bring another argument I'll bring counter argument san ye no precisely yes and end it won sua wo ave baga bigger like you. And we've gone past that stage. I am above that nonsense. What I say?
Sapepepe.
It's Monsieur dear. We me and me prove ya chremo. Code of conduct 1.5.3. Now we see interest of family and personal friends. The perception of people derived in the Quran is against the code of conduct. The president mama do any mabet me and nemu. Nemo ministers and manu amu mianu men nemu. No more. What kind of country is this? Timunyansim huno.
Sapepepe ohini.
Sharaf, it's got nothing to do with you as a person. Let's get that clear. I don't hate you. Now you see me nyako yupuku. For MPP. That's why I also say you support a good thing. Why does it mean you support a good thing? Mrs. State institutions were what I see usual. My governance here full load. I never know. More cheap governance in this country. You accept stupidity. Or in the name of say, Obi a Tuaba Mobia, the Bush and Fobet me Abigumaya Young Pibia. Near Tuaba Momo. Not because you people thought say a problematic. It was because Yaman and Amo benefited. Tiafa Yamam Kwana made the same thing or even worse. Beboa, have you did me matter? That you never stop me. Munni Muntia. Munyana Crocronia Denqua. Can no Baboa more change their way. Joshua Crotty. Or send it in on. Put me more be out. We don't come for some economy. Mama yam build institutions. Ochina sa Sharaf ni ho. Na president mama ni ho. Boxers and mbeda surviving.
Sharaf just studying na.
Ave me na me kuma mono moza kikanse mhunu se. You if you don't know and you talk about boxing. Now the boxing is Kosovo.
Aye ni pong sabu.
One eye pong.
Joshua Kloti.
Joshua Kloti me di jai. Also grab me aboye. Boxers, you get this clear. I'm not against anybody helping you to promote. I'm saying we should use the right channels.
Told them.
Let me go there. Unti say na so pay Sharafa 70 and they make sense to you. Abu miaga sama bu awo and nanu obonyom. Until they make we ase. Na abu dia na anti ase. Yesi ya bronkuma egu nhire ne kura na etikuma kodu na beso abribra eti amemo ne hyase no de mo ye na be kire se de mbe ya akoto aso na mo kwan mo ma mo wo faase na mo nananom wurawura mu a ebe do ba bi ukenka ti obi afana se mo nko enwura ne de munyai me Sharaf de kura negdan so frame nka me jaika ne mo me hwe mo ho hinti ma sa betumu nkyene mo bi enwura mo pa yetua sika mamu a wo paka wo se makan sane bi na kwa jankwa sesem no mama wo nya sika you say week on week feliso fu squatch be homo be mo bia di
Papa bi.
ti me bia djuma mamo
On district 140.
o say o sorti omo kada chi 4 years ni ba wo say aka 3 years 4 months e ba wa o
Papa bi.
be wa papa amontimi ensomu dia say di enso to ye sa na wia bo a won wa wia bo free from da na mo dia mo Akufo do tia me ye mamo kwa mamo kan kwasesem bia na mo ejoma ma ba darling boy ye makwai bagabiga ye makwai you cannot come to Jawa no necessary Mogyabi you know sense necessary
Precisely.
they now we first and ko na nyansa um say they now be kira na obeye Okatakyei jai na no ko nyansa um na go travel sugar na be me dey after all me no mi ni yenim say ba ko akasa ko jail me ko jail o kasa the difference is clear.
It is clear.
Do nim nyansa ri do nim nyansa na manfo nim do yakwase ane do anya kwase manfo nim
Sapo pepe.
na wo timi di Akufo do amemo na tam sa me buru Akufo do nua nyina okrom a sata na yamo de and na mo se mo ba after me
Short memory people.
me buru Akufo do nua wo
Precisely.
and de na o ka no kore and na de me kabitia jo mama ban me ka no kore I'm going to say no cry wo mo no mu ana and I'm going to decide who has credibility or not and never could be a minua ba ko GF ni bia me hu the video was mo se Okatakyei nya credible Okatakyei nya relevant and so nya kasa ya na mo hira mo sa wa 1 week asema am kan Saturday ni awe mu awe dey so na passing comment o mo tin ma shada the ambulance service dey na to Yabasaba ambulance service audio ni mo so I see won wo renkrofo yire on office na dia and some wo o mutimi nkova so masaba you know I for the records and we'll keep the records going.
Precisely.
No fear, no intimidation, no amount of intimidation will go us into silence. Me
Call.
If I'm not one means rule. Make a river. You go in it. I'm going to go in it.
When you royal.
When you royal. Media, you remember you. I mean, my uncle, I know him send a band in 20 years. Send them see how you know. But Yamuna would decide it. If Sadia Mobesha Shakura, some would be Baba Semen. And only Pajama could do greatness.
Exactly.
To be a Timmy.
Never.
Say, Sabia Yakupo Chediam for some member and a swan. It drew up. Sure, Keteki. Nama Devi Asiasi. Namiko.
Precisely.
If say we are Samatino, Yamu be a bayer, dear bayer. What will be? Will be.
Exactly.